Welcome to official SLTV channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, press the red button, and share my videos with your friends and family. Your support helps this channel grow and continue bringing you the latest updates and real stories.
Energy force in the building. No go be me no go be for this love I no go be
This is not a dream.
We next report them from with Freedom Police reporter Amara samura as one panel where they are say the police IG don't embark on regional. So now don't get Amara on the line. Good morning and welcome Amara.
Thank you.
All right, to understand, say the police IG don't embark on a regional. So what's in the rationale behind this?
Thank you very much. The objective now for put the local unit commanders, the operations officers on their tools when you take into consideration what happened within the last couple of days, going to 1 week, where there is serious concern with regards the security business, we don't threaten the security business of this country. You know, they look into what happened at Bo, who said they attacked the NASIT manager. They look what happened at Kenima, who said they attack and kill one of the priests at the Catholic Church. We don't become very worrisome. Look at what happened at Freetown. The armed robbery cases don't really tense. And so that don't worry. The government through the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and we'll see the Minister of Internal Affairs hold meeting with senior police officers in Abo this weekend or past through. And so the Inspector General of Police will travel go to South Africa. All the incidents here happy when he goes South Africa for go attend international conference on all police chiefs across the region. And so on in return on Sunday, they begin hold commanders meeting. We started at Freetown, and then yesterday we've been in Bo, Igo Kenima, you know, who say engage not only stakeholders but also local unit commanders across the board. You know, they call a monitoring visit, and he expressed concern on the way how the LUC they neglect the strategic development plan. You know, say some of the LUC they need to go by the strategic development plan. And the first three goals now the strategic development plan now fighting crime, community engagement, and proactive policing. We say some of them LUC they need to do. They say and then three areas are very, very crucial. It's central to the work of the police now every region. They say a competent LUC will focus on operation, investigation, and intelligence, and therefore he urged them to let them make sure say they live up to them tools or they replace them as a LUC at the various divisions and where they. He said because in administration no will continue for encourage then kind of reports where they undermine the peace and stability of the country. So therefore he call on them for make them step up on their tools and make them make sure say they work in the interest of the organization so that they will be able to live up to the work within the work. You know, because a lot of things we feel say the police officer they therefore do, therefore intensify their operations, therefore intensify their community engagement, therefore work with the TCG. I think they call them taxing and coordinating group where every division gets. They also say therefore work with the local policing partnership boards across the country. You know, so they go on this tour for reminder of their responsibilities and then commitments to providing the necessary security to the people and that any LUC will not live up to that expectation they say you need to hesitate for replacement with another person. So from there he engaged the stakeholders for make them support the police, make them provide information to the police because he believes say the police they know they all over, and so the one them way being at the community they know the bad people let them identify them. When they identify them and then they rule now for make sure say they're able for track them and put in a place where they don't continue for undermine the peace and stability of that environment.
Yeah, Amara, it make measure of anything we get for do with the thin line between the police force and that of the police service we the first they try for going to now. Looking at it, then the council with the council.
The manager, the police force service way they try for bring up. Now he tailored with the strategic development plan. We get the issues here we are already don't highlight. When the one now for the goal now for fight crime, for intensify community engagement, and for do proactive policing. Some areas and they need to do patrols and all day. Yes, he accepts he aware of the challenges, some of the challenges we in the face. He said, but that notwithstanding, LUCs therefore they on their tools. The support officers them for support the LUCs them. Because in certain areas they don't discover say some support officers they seems for undermine the work of the LUCs them based on the reports we in they get. And that they do internal investigations and any of support officer we catch they undermine the work, they pull and they know the disciplinary action where they take against them. Similar thing to the operations officers. They for always work in line with the goals of the LUC for make sure say they maintain law and order. In the situation also you found out say they were contrary, then at the LUC the who responsible because the LUC now in the boss now answerable directly to them, and then all the other one then the support officer, the regional officer, the crime are all is they answerable to the LUC. So the LUC for the on top of situation for make sure say the particular environment or the division outside they live up to the policy expectation.
All right. Amara, these other reports they talk about how the development partners them don't ask for the disaggregated data for the 2023 elections. Why now or how comes waiting lead to this question now by the development partners?
Well, first of all, the APC and the SFPP government then sign an agreement, what they call the Agreement for National Unity. And this Agreement for National Unity being, they look at several things then, where include the tripartite where they sign. And so they may get for submit 84 recommendations. But out of these 84, now 80, both the government and the opposition been signed and agree on. So according to the agreement, now that 80 recommendations they implement. And so from that point, government will make commitments say they implement the recommendations, and then we get for set up a secretariat where na Ngulukata na in the coordinator for that secretariat there. And so every now and then they make sure say they deal with the institutions that were directly responsible for implement the recommendations within the like for ECSL alone they get about 63 or 65 recommendations within the tripartite committee report where they for implement. And so likewise PPRC, they get the security sector and all the elections management body then get agent issues and waiting for this one. So the man Ngolo Kata with team they get for meet with the development partners. We include the ambassadors from America, England, Irish Aid, and Germany, all the international partners. For let them go update them, for let them go know how far government don't go for implement their recommendations there. And so during the meeting, Golokata take time for explain everything which they don't do, the number of legislations and where the office of the Attorney General don't put in place to make sure they're able to address the issues there, and then from there, what they for do for address then challenges there, and from that point, the development partners there, they ask about disaggregated data results, how far they don't go for make sure say they're able for factual and this new document where they get for get going to parliament for place, and also how they go for know the difference between the operations of ECSL and the administrative arm former. How far they don't go for implement the recommendations where the public sector reform units don't do. We see they for reduce the offices from I think from 17, they for reduce them to 10 or so, and they for make sure say then divide the role of the operations department and that of the administrative department for make sure say they for. So the Golokata say then things that we did in place, they don't process them, then they put the document them together with they present to ECSL, and that document then they go to Parliament for let Parliament look into them and say then go come up with a document, final document with Parliament will agree on. We will explain what will be the role of each of them commissioners there, how they not for Sudan are fit on the for them various areas and for make sure say whenever they say elections, then get results, then within they could publish them. Either by police stations or by polling centers, so that people can go before know exactly how people can vote at polling stations, at polling centers, at district level and regional level.
So, Ngolo Kata, as head of this particular mission, he be able to respond when they put this before him?
Hello, the line they break.
All right, Ngolo Kata be able to respond when they put this question to him for this disaggregated data?
Well, that it talks the ECSL don't put documents in place where they don't already present to Parliament. You know, say in the it gets on lacuna where you know clearly explain what it for do. ECSL and they say they not go for publish results by police station because the law not permit the law not can. Now people the opposition want let it in at the books for say when they conduct elections they for publish results by polling stations. So that make Golokata say then they work with ECSL down or let ECSL put the paper together, they almost they complete when they submit to Parliament. To the office of the Attorney General, and then the office of the Attorney General now go down put her in the form of legislation, get and go to Parliament. Parliament approve and we go then at this new document when they Parliament they prepare for this new constitution. So that means to say anytime when they say elections now, they go able for published results by polling stations. And not only that, when they say they do tallying, they go make them public so people can go able for know what Mr. J they put the type 9 computer, they able for see on the screen so that observer then go be satisfied say yes. If not 10 votes, then vote that constituency A. Now 10 votes, then put na the screen where observer then go see public on the screen.
All right, I want to say thank you for the stories there way you sent for me this morning. And Amara samura as a day under the rain, and they doing best for CC. We get information them we want as far as this program is concerned. Of course, it's about how the police IG don't embark on a regional tour where he come back from South Africa and can't get the story about the ugly incidents where they happen across the country.
And it's also tell about the development partners. We don't ask for the disaggregated data for the 2023 elections. Let's say we still somehow they confuse somehow when they can use the word publish. Because for media content, any information we put out, you don't publish them. But for me, say for publish results by polling stations in order by law. But we can see after elections, then they paste them na the center.
Now that we safety normally they follow all the reports where they do the elections coverage. Because if you not get I know they report them.
Yeah.
Now only way you get
with the challenge now for make you say that station you know the report so in this.
Well, if you not get I know they will report them. You know see them.
All right, so we wait and see how things end unfold.
Yes.
Salon country. The program a Good Morning Salon and this na the Wednesday edition. Now we come again to we guess them.
Thank you for watching official SLTV channel. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates.